Jake Paul has agreed to a multi-fight deal with Showtime. This happened a while ago, actually, but his first opponent now has officially been picked. Former UFC welterweight champ Tyron Woodley has agreed to fight Jake Paul. And again, Jake Paul will be taking on a fighter who is, I would assume, I've never seen him fight. I've seen Jake Paul fight, but I've never seen Tyron. I think I've seen Tyron Woodley fight, but I'm not a big fighter guy. I'm a Jake Paul guy. I'm a Jake Paul fighter guy. I enjoy watching him because I feel like people take him seriously to a point, but don't have enough respect to acknowledge that he is a real fighter. But I would assume this is another fight where he goes for a guy that is outside of his prime. It's not going to be in his house. It's going to be at show. It's going to be for Showtime, so it's not going to be hosted by Triller, and that is a big thing for me. I'm glad to see Jake be doing fights outside of Triller, because some people said that the fight was rigged, the last Ben Askren fight, that when he landed that punch, that Ben could have kept going. Listen, that was the ref's decision, but they said that since that ref was hired by Triller, and Triller kind of is a Jake Paul, it's not a Jake Paul business, but that's Jake Paul's demographic that runs that business. I know Josh Richards is big in that business. I believe Snoop Dogg is big in that business as well. So that is just kind of Jake Paul's, like, that's his people, kind of like his level of people, like TikTokers, YouTubers, and then like Snoop Dogg is just in a different level of people. But being involved in that, just considering who the other people are with Triller, it's almost like fighters were going into Jake's world instead of Jake going into the fighting world. And seeing him go to, like, agree to this deal with Showtime and go and fight, actual legit boxers now, that's going to be awesome for me because, in my opinion, either way, it's not going to make a difference because I believe Jake is a legit fighter. And he is one of the reasons I like watching Jake fight is because the way he is off, like outside of the ring, he is a perfect heel, mainly because he is so easy to hate. Like he just the way he lives, the way he acts, and the way just the fact that he's Jake Paul, he makes himself like ridiculously easy to hate. And just because he's Jake Paul, people hate him. They won't give him a chance in boxing. But I enjoy that heel part because like I just think of everybody as characters because of like my connection to everything. Just going back to like I wasn't a huge WWE guy as a child, but in my like middle teens, I got into it for some odd reason. What a weird time to get into WWE. Like 14 to like 17, I got into it. And I got real into it. And I just got the heel and the baby face. Like you could always pick those guys out. And you just knew because they were writing for it. And Jake he's just the perfect heel. He just does it. He just plays the bad guy part so well. And he's going to probably continue that as he goes and knocks out, and I hope he does. I hope he knocks out Tyron Woodley because it might finally get some people to say that he is a real fighter if he wins that match. I'm very excited for that.